You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the April 16th meeting of the Michigan City Parks and Recreation Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good evening. Welcome to the Wednesday, April 16th Michigan City Park Board meeting. Would you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Walker, would you call the roll, please?
Yes, Mr. Glidden.
Here.
Ms. Sperling.
Here.
Mr. Hoffman. Present. Mr. Lavis. Present. Ms. Ward.
Here.
All are here.
Minutes of the previous meeting have been supplied to us. Any corrections or additions to the minutes?
There was a correction that I didn't put who made the motion to join the meeting, and it was Mr. Lavis. I corrected on the signers.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other corrections? Then we need a motion to approve the minutes, please.
I move that we accept the minutes of the previous meeting.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Project updates?
There are none.
All right. New business. The 2025 Walker Street Park Garden Expansion Proposal.
Yes, the garden manager, Dominique Edwards, is here tonight if you have any questions. We have about $50,000 in HUD funding for the Walker Street Garden. The mayor's a little concerned that the federal government may start doing some pullbacks on federal funding. So we are trying desperately to spend that money on the garden this summer. So part of spending that out is the packet that you received that goes over an orchard in the park and then 2 greenhouses. So the garden volunteers can start growing their own seeds and get an early start. It's also cheaper to do it that way. I believe you're partnering with Mark's Farm Market right now to grow some of the seeds. So yeah, come on up, Dominique.
Hello, everybody. Well, for those who don't know me, my name is Dominique Edwards, soon to be Dr. D. I am the product director for the Walker Street Park Community Garden.
Welcome.
Are there any questions in regards to the proposal thus far?
No, I think it sounds great. Real quick on the money part. So that's money we already have, but they can take it back? Is that what you're saying?
We think it's possible.
The
federal government is pulling funds back from certain federal agencies, and HUD is federal. So the money comes down from HUD to us. We are lucky enough to have a HUD specialist in Michigan City. But this money has been sitting there for quite a while, and we use it every year to do new garden beds or to buy shed. But now it's kind of urgent. Use it or lose it is what the fear is. And she had already outlined expanding the gardens and projects, so now we're trying to move on it quickly. I am meeting with Councilwoman Tillman and Councilman Coulter tomorrow to discuss this. They have some ideas. I mean, it's a good problem to have that we have money that we can spend, but we need to do it quickly, but not just throw stuff together. So Dominique laid out this plan.
Does that money always go to the garden?
It is earmarked for the garden. Correct.
Okay.
So over the years, the budget has rolled over. So we've been pretty strategic about and pretty fiscally responsible over the last 8 years that this product has been in fruition. So I've been managing it for 5. We have had some challenges in regards to withdrawing it ourselves and getting some things together. So this is the most efficient and expedited way in which we are able to not only meet the needs that we have of a significantly growing project, but also be able to continue to be fiscally responsible in regards to city funding.
So if you do get all this money and make all these expansions, will there be money to continue with the project since you're expanding it? Is there money, or will you be hopeful then? Or, I mean, are we going to throw money?
Another funding source for like annual expenditures.
Right. So we're currently working with the Eastport Neighborhood Association, which will hopefully have their 501c3 established, where we might be able to start being able to do some grant writing and things like that to continue to sustain the project. We're also looking at some other revenue streams to continue to fund the project. And so over the years, we have basically built strategic partnerships to keep the project going and have kind of less of a financial strain on the city. And so, now we're getting to a point where we have gotten so large over the last few short years that not only are we able to diversify our food production, but we're getting national and international recognition for this product as well. So as of this year, we were awarded this really great honor by the USDA in regards to being giving rise to a local, thriving, resilient food system by the Department of Agriculture's Urban Agriculture and Productive Innovation Office, and things like that. So,
Congratulations.
Yeah,
thank you.
for sure.
And so we have worked, and so we did try to work originally with PNW to try to get access to their Westfield greenhouse, but they found that their infrastructure was not feasible to utilize. So we worked with our local farming network. We have grown our network over the last few short years to continue this project and make it grow. So at one point, we were able to only produce 500 pounds of food. Now, through other strategic partnerships, we're able to distribute thousands of pounds of food per season directly to the hands of Eastport residents. So, and with
part
that,
of the challenge,
I'm sorry,
I didn't interrupt. Part of the challenge is they are not a 501c3 group. So the money can't go directly to them, so it's funneled through the Parks Department.
Oh,
So
okay.
everything they purchase has to go through our purchasing policy with the quotes and
Is the Zoo Society helping with something? I know Johnny mentioned something about this.
Are you on the Zoological Society board?
I'm the liaison for that.
Okay. Originally, I guess a few short years ago, Mr. Stemley wanted to also develop an orchard, and so we were discussing I was discussing some best practices with the tree board a few weeks ago, and he got brought up. And so I reached out to him in regards to some of the things that he was trying to do with the orchard. And so he was willing to support this project as well. So we have identified potential sponsors and things like that to help us with support and maintenance with ongoing things through the project. So
Thank you.
so right now on the table, the Parks Department's working with the City IT Department to construct a much larger storage shed for them on the property, bring in electric because they do a lot of events out there, cooking demonstrations, fitness, and security cameras.
Yeah.
But that's only going to eat up about 8,000 to 9,000 total. So we still have a long way to go. So I support this plan that puts in a small orchard and then the 2 greenhouses. There is space at the park. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a great idea. I hate that we're forced to spend the money, but this doesn't mean that, we can't apply for HUD money next year. It's just the federal government is so uncertain right now. We can't really rely on anything. We're looking for other sources.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's also important, like you said, ma'am, if we fail to take action on something like this as soon as possible, we could lose the money. And I think this is a great project. This is looking at it, as far as the Eastport community, and this is an investment. This isn't just trying to do something or a nice idea. While it is a nice idea, it's an investment, and I think that's
it's
a really important. Yes, ma'am, for the community.
And we're also looking at some other innovative ways to maybe even start to bring in revenue through the garden as well. So a few of our volunteers are really dead set on beekeeping. And so there are other urban agriculture projects in our region that produce honey on site. So we're looking at some beekeeping courses, a potential maybe community beekeepers program that also residents can get trained on how to be beekeepers. And we might be able to produce honey on site. And so, I mean, I'm looking at 9 potential customers right here. So,
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So-
And you,
So you said you started already making it?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
But it was
You'd like
mentioned
to
in the
pre-order.
proposal of, another potential add-on. So, and again, we're pretty much getting our bearings straight right now at Mark's Greenhouses and Farmers Market. So, kind of being taken under their wing. And the fact that we also have a large network of local farmers that we work with as well to continue to help us not only, support our growing initiative, but make sure that it's organic and that it's we're using sustainable and regenerative agriculture practices as well. So we don't use any chemicals in any way, shape, or form. Oh, I'm sorry. There was a question?
I just had a question.
Oh, yes.
Just a thought. Are you all at all connected to the Food as Medicine program? There's something going big like that in Lake County, and I know that they want to expand this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just curious as.
No, ma'am.
No.
But it's definitely something that we can explore.
Okay, very good.
All right, thank you. And any public comment? Board comment?
Yes, I have a comment, and I just want to applaud Dominique. I remember when this started. This is way back at the end of the MIR administration when we were working with the Eastport Neighborhood Group and got this thing started. And what you have done, what you all have done to expand this thing is amazing. And you guys deserve so much credit for the hard work that you've put in there. I remember identifying problems we thought we would have along the way, but when those things have popped up, you guys have handled it and done very well. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm trying to make you blush. But you've done a great job, and all the people who are helping you, and you just want to pat you all on the back because I remember when we first started, there were a lot of people that, that's not going to work. There's going to be vandalism, tear the place up. But this thing is growing, and you're continuing to move on. So I'm very happy to see this.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments? We need a motion on the 2025 Walker Street expansion proposal.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2025 Walker Street expansion proposal.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We have the 2025 golf lesson fees.
Yes, so now we do have a certified PGA golf professional who can teach lessons. We just need the board to approve the fees. Just to remind everyone, this is city revenue, does not go to the golf pro, that goes back into the golf course budget. So 1 hour lessons are $75, a 3 lesson series, $180, and a 5 lesson series of $250, and I would recommend approval.
Any comments from the board?
I was just curious. I know this is titled the, lesson fees, but this whole proposal is here for
You've already approved all that.
Yeah.
So
okay. So this
we're
doesn't
just
have anything to do with.
asking to add
You're just
what's in
adding.
the
Okay.
red.
Gotcha.
It's the
Okay.
red at the bottom.
Yeah, okay. And how much time is he going to be able to have? How does that work with him? Because this isn't his income. It's.
I think he'll have quite a bit of time because he's building a good staff out there and training. So, he's very aware that managing the course is first and foremost his top responsibility. But he's a pro, so he likes to teach lessons.
Yeah.
And the more he teaches, the more revenue we get. So it's just a balancing act. We'll be meeting with him soon for his 30-day evaluation, and that will definitely be discussed. How many hours does he think?
Yeah. And these are the fees did he come up with this, or is this kind of
That's his recommendation.
Yeah.
Is that compared? I'm just thinking for kids. If you're going to get your kid into golf, it's a pretty good commitment here for $75 an hour.
Could you repeat those?
It was
fees?
$75 per hour for 1 lesson, a 3 lesson series, $180, and a 5 lesson series, $250.
So what if Roscoe and I both brought our kids? Do they do split the 75 and split the hour, or is that just per person for just solos?
Per person per hour.
Okay.
Now, I mean, it would be up to this board if you wanted to introduce a lower youth rate. That's at your discretion.
Is this for adults, like more than
It's for everybody.
Everyone.
for everybody?
Well, what about his plans for junior golfers? Is he going to be doing like clinics and things like that for?
So we'll talk to him next week at his 30-day evaluation, kind of lay out what that plan is.
Yeah.
He's only been here 30 days. He had a lot of work to do to get that course up and running.
2 days,
So yeah, but when we interviewed him during both interviews, we stressed that we need to start building up a youth golf program, feeder system into the high schools. And he is a high school golf coach. So he understands the importance.
Yeah.
Didn't he start the golf program at the high school because his kids wanted to play and there was nothing there?
Yeah.
So he's definitely excited about youth golf. We just don't know what the plan is yet for this year.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll keep you posted.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we can approve this, and then obviously that's in the works as far as what he's wants to do. It sounds like he's motivated to do stuff for the youth. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We can explore like a cheaper rate to encourage the kids to get out there and get lessons.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll talk
Contact him about a group rate of,
Yeah.
say 2 guys or 3 guys go together, a group rate.
Or even a group rate for the kids, because, because we also don't want him spending a lot of time doing lessons instead of managing the golf course. So,
Especially if we get kids involved at a young age. I mean, I know our numbers are often small at the schools for these kind of sports. So if we could get kids hooked, we'll get the money back tenfold if as they play and continue to do things. I know they do that. Just something to consider that we could look at for what we could do for kids lessons or a group lesson or something like that to get more.
Yeah, we'll definitely bring it up and see what ideas he has.
Thank you. Any other board comments? Any comments from the public? Then we need a motion on the golf lesson fees.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2025 golf lesson fees.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I could not think of that word.
That's funny. We got you.
Man.
Can't think straight.
We have resolution number 1067, and I'll read the resolution. There's only one, I believe. Whereas the superintendent of the Department of Parks and Recreation has reported that an additional appropriation is necessary within the budget of the Michigan City Department of Parks and Recreation to purchase merchandise for resale in the Golf Pro Shop. And whereas there are funds available for said purposes in the unappropriated balance of the Golf Non-Reverting Fund 2508, and whereas the Michigan City Parks and Recreation Board has determined that said expenses are necessary and that an additional appropriation should be made in order to meet said expenses, now therefore be it resolved that the following transfer be made from the following named accounts to the following named accounts and for the purposes stated therein. Decrease the Golf Non-Reverting Fund 2508 unappropriated balance $75,000. Increase Golf Fund 2508 000.429.013 Golf Pro merchandise $75,000. Be it further resolved that this matter be presented before the next regular meeting of the Michigan City Common Council for petition to said Common Council to pass an additional appropriation ordinance approving said additional appropriation in the manner required by law. Be it further resolved that the superintendent of the Department of Parks and Recreation shall seek the concurrence of the mayor of Michigan City upon said additional appropriation immediately. Dated Michigan City, Indiana, this the 16th day of April, 2025.
So if the board recalls, in 2024, we had a consignment agreement with St. Andrews. And then in the first quarter of last year, the board appropriated $75,000 for merchandise to take that in-house, but it didn't make the budget. So this is just putting the $75,000 in the 2025 budget. Next month, we start working on 2026, and we'll add this into a line item. But until then, we need to take it out of our cash balance, which at the end of the year was upwards of $850,000. Put it into a line item so we can purchase merchandise.
And is this enough? Is this what the pro is good with? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we kind of analyzed what we did last year and the changes we think may occur this year, so that should be plenty. I'm comfortable with that number.
Yeah. Cool.
Any other comments from the board? Any comments from the public? Then we need a motion for resolution number 1067.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 1067.
I'll second it.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We have the Old Growth Forest Network Memorandum of Understanding.
Yeah, so this is a national program. Old Growth Forest is trying to get at least one old forest in every county of the United States. They came here to visit Friendship Gardens and stumbled across Memorial Park. They were very impressed with the age of that forest, the health of the forest. So they asked us to join their plan. They do require this MOU that we will leave it natural and undeveloped, which is also in the deed restriction on that property. So there's really no risk to the park department. The benefit to us is we get put out on their map and draw people, visitors that want to come hike the old forest. So I think it's a great partnership, and I would highly recommend approval.
How many acres are there at Memorial Park?
33. Does that sound right, Pat? 33 acres.
And there is a trail presently.
There's quite a few. Pat's been opening up all the old trail system that used to be there when I was like a Girl Scout.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool back
Pat, is there anything you don't do?
there. No,
That's awesome.
there's nothing he doesn't do.
Is there any kind of cost involved or association fees? Okay.
We're just agreeing not to cut it or sell wood.
Right, and I included the deed, so I mean that's the restriction on there is to keep it a natural Indiana forest. We did have the DNR do a stewardship report. I want to say it was in 2012, and they actually said too, this is a high quality forest, and the reason it's high quality is we're not allowed to timber it, cut trees down. So yeah.
Is it like a contract, like a 1 year renewable every year? How does it just join? And if you want to leave, you can leave.
Join if
Okay.
we want to pull off
Cool.
the network, we do, but there's
That's a good deal.
I mean, it's a benefit to us, a free
Yeah.
benefit.
Yes. Okay. How long have they been around? Do you know?
I think it was in the packet. I actually sent them, we have quite a few natural Indiana forests. So I sent them all of our properties, and they're like, right now we're just trying to get one in each county.
Yeah.
But they were like super impressed that Michigan City had that many. Like
Yeah.
Bismarck Hill and Ruby Woods. And what year? I thought it said in here, but I don't see it.
That's okay. I was just curious.
There's a map that shows like all the forests in the United States that are on there, and there's not a lot. So I'm guessing there's probably a decade,
Yeah, I was just
but I
curious.
could find out.
Cool.
Any other comments from the board?
Just a
Comments
quick.
from the public? Then we need a motion on the Old Growth Forest Network.
I'll motion to approve the Old Growth Forest Network MOU.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We have the Felix Maldonado Agreement for Artwork Services at Water Tower Park.
Yes, so the board's aware the mayor has set aside money for ARPA money for neighborhood beautification projects. When we did the renovations at Water Tower Park, we used the existing tennis courts, a little over half of those. So now we're proposing putting a ground level mural that has interactive games. So it's a beautification of the neighborhood It also serves the neighborhood by providing extra games for the kids to play, and the mayor has agreed to pay for that. So the contract is in front of you. I just do want to note this checkerboard in the middle will be a full checkerboard.
Wow.
Yeah, we had to point that out. Like that's going to be a quick game. The mural size is 82 feet by 40, so it's very sizable. We are looking for some like large checker pieces now, some stuff we can supply.
What are the other two?
So the sides are like a little roadway for like riding your bike or using your remote control car. These are, the circles are tag circles and then tic-tac-toe boards. And if you'll see, he cleverly integrated M and C into there for Michigan City. So there's an M behind the first circle and a C behind the second.
You got the purple and the blue in the background.
Yeah. Oh, the one on the left.
It's a test.
Yeah, one of those. Like,
I failed that one.
So yeah, Felix is the artist that did the mural on the Canada Park wall, which is spectacular. So he's got a great reputation. He is really squeezing this project into his busy schedule to get it done before our May 31st ribbon cutting, which I appreciate.
Oh my gosh.
Total project cost on this one was $15,000, and again paid through the ARPA fund, supported by the mayor.
Is there much as far as upkeep on it? I mean, just
It'll be sealed. So yeah, all murals. It depends. Ground level is going to last about as long as the one on Canada Park wall. But what you do is you just hire the artist to come back and touch them up. Or if it's something like this, we get the color, the paint specs.
Yeah.
So if it's something that like park maintenance can go out and touch up.
Pat can paint it.
This isn't really art as much as like the mural in Canada.
Yeah.
So this should be fairly easy, and they'll also provide the specs on the sealer
Yeah.
maintenance. So
Okay, cool.
we haven't had a ground mural, so I have no idea how long it will last.
That's awesome.
Question that you were talking about that being a checkers board or chessboard, and I'm looking at the size of that.
Yeah. This is the final one.
That's just
Yeah, the final will be an actual board.
This one's got
okay.
It'll have
Cool.
64 squares.
Yeah, we're good then. I was like, I don't know what kind of chess pieces we gonna have on that.
I pointed out the same thing.
Okay. Go on, Mr.
Like
Willie
that's
Will.
the fastest game of checkers ever.
Oh, yeah. And then what pieces we gonna have too? I was trying to figure, but blah blah.
So yeah, we are looking at large pieces.
That'd
they
be
make
nice.
the large chess pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get out there and maybe do some games, tournaments, but another play opportunity in the neighborhood. So it's cool.
That's cool.
Any other board comment? Any comment from the public? Could we have a motion on the artist agreement for Water Tower Park?
I motion to approve the Felix Maldonado agreement for artwork services at the Water Tower Park.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
2025, pardon me?
It's not on the agenda.
2025 Girls Open Gym.
Yeah. So, Girls Open Gym was a request from our own board member, Keisha Ward. Just the opportunity for girls in the city, women in the city, to gather together in the gym and be active, play a sport, do double dutch, just come together under one roof as women and just be active.
So cool.
Anything you want to add, Keisha?
You summed it up, but I've always, even before being a board member, just considered it because I grew up here in Michigan City, and I always wanted to be a part of Open Gym. Brian Dabney would know about that, and there was never an open gym for girls or for women, so you just had to try to fit into that open gym, which was not likely because there were so many guys playing ball. So I always thought, wow, why can't we have an open gym? So now we can have one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have a bit of a comment to make about Keisha in Open Gym. She cannot participate in the young ladies' Open Gym. People don't know that she played ball here in Michigan City for Elston, and she probably ran more suicides and up and overs for Donnie Thomas back in the day. Yeah, I'm putting your business out there in the street. And because she used to throw passes that people could not see coming. She played with the boys all the time. She played with us. And when she would play with the girls, she would throw these passes that nobody could see coming. She'd be conking people in the head and so forth. And Donnie kept trying to calm her down, but she would not. So she would be running around the gym when we'd be practicing because, she's a little hard-headed with Donnie. But it was all good. It was all good. And, I got to speak on my Eastport companion over there.
So I have a question. If the pilot is successful, is this something we'd be able to do throughout the summer months? Like, is the school available when school gets out?
Oh, yeah. I think, so we just came up with the 3 dates just to try to get it going, see if we wanted to organize it any different. But when I wrote I had to send in a request to the school system, I did let them know that we would be looking to do further dates. We just wanted to know if we need to do 1 a month, keep going with 2 a month.
Engage the interest.
Yep.
Yeah. And Ms. Sperling, we didn't forget you. Please come on out.
Thank you. I'm writing the dates down right now.
Balling.
We'll see what happens.
Demonstration.
Right. I don't know about that.
We would entertain them. Is there any other public comment? We'll entertain a motion for the girls' open gym.
Motion that we have the girls' open gym.
I want to second that. Excuse me. I'm seconding that.
Go on, ladies. I saw that.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Motion carried.
Reports of officers, the superintendent's report.
Yes, thank you. I'd like to report that the boardwalk reconstruction on Singing Sands Phase 2 was completed almost 8 weeks early, which is amazing. So it was opened on April 3rd. It wasn't scheduled to be open until May 23rd.
Oh.
So Yoder Construction did an amazing job out there. They were quick. They were thorough. Pat Boltz and I went out and inspected the final project. So happy to report the trail's open. Pat and I also have been working with Skylar York, who's the Director of Redevelopment in Michigan City, on creating a site plan for the property directly across from Pullman Park on the north side of Highway 12. Right now it's a gravel lot with some scattered pine trees. But the Public Art Committee is moving the You Are Beautiful sculpture, which is 60 feet long, to that site ahead of the construction that's going to start on Sola. So the budget was large enough that we will be able to build a berm, put the You Are Beautiful on it, add some lighting, but also build a trailhead for Singing Sands. The trailhead would have a small parking lot. I think we came up with 6 regular parking spaces, 2 ADA spaces, restroom building with a water bottle filling station, a drinking fountain for humans and dogs, a picnic shelter, and then native landscaping throughout the entire site. So win-win. Win for the art committee, win for the parks department. We just came up with the design. Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
So yeah, within a couple hours of viewing both sites, I was surprised, like the fastest project I've ever worked on, that we just sketched it out. The design artist came in, measured everything. It's just going to be a really great addition. And it's on the gateway to the city coming from the west. A lot of tourists. It's going to be the first thing they see.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
really excited about that.
Cool.
Huge shout out to our street department. So on your agenda tonight was a request for quotes to have 10 large trees and a lot of brush removed from Walker Street Park. The trees were inspected by the city forester at the end of February and being dangerous. And we were going to bid that out and try to find some money. My guess is that was $20,000 to $30,000 that we had to bid it out. Street department came in yesterday. They're supposed to finish up today. They've actually identified, one additional tree that we hadn't marked yet. So that's their work from day one. They're doing a fantastic job, and we're just really happy because we didn't have $30,000 in our budget earmarked for this project. And I'm sure the guards. So that whole area will be cleaned up. They also showed up at the golf course last week and took a tree down that we had deemed dangerous and needed to come out back in the fall. So I guess a couple of the street department guys are golfers, and they just said, let's go with this tree.
That's cool. That's
And then they asked us for a list yesterday of, you guys need help. And we're like, we have 700 acres. We have So I really, really appreciate the cooperation with them. Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
I did attend the grand opening of the new Cable & Ace Hardware on the east side of Michigan Boulevard Saturday, I think it was April 6th. So I was out there for about 2.5 hours. It was supposed to be free, but we were outside. It was freezing. But I passed out information about the park, gave out applications to people, so that was a great event. The mayor was there, just cut the ribbon, police and fire were there. A lot of people. It was really great to see that many people in that plaza in a couple of hours. So, yeah, I think that's really going to liven up the east side. And I'm trying to get my husband a job there because he's been there like 20 times. Regarding the zoo, Jamie and I have been working with Kill Architecture. With Kill Architecture on the Wings of Wonder exhibit. That's the indoor aviary. The initial budgetary estimate is way over our current budget. So we're value engineering that building down to a smaller footprint. We should have final drawings to you for your approval on May 21st. And hopefully we can get that built as soon as possible because of the avian flu. Maintenance. Our maintenance staff has been super busy leveling off the beach, cleaning up an enormous amount of sand. The wind has not been helping. Just trying to get Washington Park ready. They're also in all of our outlying parks, getting the parks ready, our facilities ready, our fields ready. Our season's like 10 days away. So even though it's cold outside and no one thinks summer's here, summer's here for Park and Rec. So thank you, Pat. They've been doing a great job. Additionally, they are still accepting applications for seasonal employment. The golf course maintenance staff, they're also still accepting applications. And I'm happy to report that our green superintendent, Michael Moore, did hire a full-time laborer this week. So that position's been vacant for a couple of years, and that should be very, very helpful. And Senior Center, the Senior Center Director, Tara Miller, is here tonight to give a report, so I'll skip her. And no vandalism.
Great.
And
Thank
actually,
you.
one other item. This is informational for the board. But our tenant at Millennium Plaza, Victor Thierry from Harbor Country Adventures, is hosting one of the race teams for the Superboat race this summer. They have a VIP event planned on the day of the race, on Sunday. Excuse me, on the boat, on the Amita. If the weather is not conducive to him hosting that on his boat, he would like permission to put a tent on the beach near the Lighthouse Pier. I don't know that this needs park board permission because anybody can put a tent up out there. It's public land. I just wanted you to be aware that that's his plan B. I would fully support that because it's supporting a race team. And we want them to keep coming back. So I will keep you posted if anything changes there and be happy to answer any questions.
Is the boat thing like people can buy tickets for it? You're saying it's just for the teams, or
the team itself is like
one team?
One team. That is going to be their VIP area for that day. So there'll be food and drinks and but if he can't take the boat out, the whole point is their VIPs are going to be on that boat and they want to go out and watch the races.
Right.
But if he can't take them out, he wants a plan B, somewhere to set up.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm surprised he's not renting a helicopter or something to make that happen.
Well, it's Victor. Who knows?
Right. Still could happen.
Any other board comment? Assistant Superintendent's report.
Yes, so events. Start off with first and third Mondays, we do chess club, 5:30 to 7:30 at Krieger Memorial Hall. Those have been well attended, fun. Come out, all skill levels are welcome to come out. This Friday will be our first trail hike of the year at Ruby Woods on Franklin Street between Al's and Horizon Bank. It starts at 5:30. Dress for the weather. It's supposed to rain, but it's also supposed to be 72 degrees. So it should be a good day for a hike. Paper football tournament is on Saturday. You can still sign up for that. The tournament is from 3 to 9 p.m. depending on how long your team stays in, because my team gonna win. And yeah, but it's 3 to 9 p.m. at Krieger Memorial Hall. Come out, have a good time. Well, you're not gonna have a good time if you're not my team. You're just gonna lose. And Roscoe can't be on my team.
False.
Oh, my bad.
Remember I said I was on your team.
Okay, my bad. April 26th, we have the first night of the Bucket Golf Tour. $5 a round, Gardenia Park, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Yeah, that's a lot of people are excited about this bucket golf tournament. If you don't remember what bucket golf is, I compare it to full swing putt-putt. So you can come out, bring the kids, bring the girlfriend, cheap date night, $5 a person. 9-hole par 3.
It's what kind of ball is it?
We play with a wiffle ball. You can bring your own club. You have to play with a 7-iron or higher, loftier. We do have bucket golf clubs, which are big-headed clubs, which are more forgiving to people who don't know how to play golf. And like I said, it's a par 3, 9-hole par 3 course. Every hole is a par 3. The goal is to try to hit the bucket. If you get it in the bucket, you get to take 1 stroke off of that hole. So, like I said, full swing putt-putt. Anybody can come out and play. $5.
So is it you get one shot to get it in the bucket?
Nope. You get to hit it towards the bucket as many times as it's going to take you to hit that bucket.
Yeah.
So when you hit the bucket, that's when it ends. But if you get it in the bucket, then you get 1 stroke off of the hole.
But the first shot is close enough to get it in the bucket? Or is it almost like, is there like a fairway, I'll say, like to get to it?
It's space in between.
It's pretty long.
It's space in between the tee off and the bucket.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
It'll be varied.
Yeah.
I have been out to Gardena Park to kind of map out how I'm going to make the course a little bit, and I mean I've added not boundaries, but like obstacles and everything. You have to hit the ball over or around a few things.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. It'll be challenging and fun at the same time, just like putt-putt. Not everybody can get through that windmill.
When is that?
April 26th.
That's cool. Very cool.
At Gardena Park from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. The next drop-in basketball clinic will be April 29th at the YMCA from 5 to 6:30. Please sign up for that on the Auto app. The Auto app.
You're not going to say that tonight.
Oh, you know I'm coming back to it.
Is that OTTO?
It is OTTOAPP, no space. OTTOAPP. But we're going to come back to that at the very end. Yeah, so that's April 29th for the next basketball drop-in clinic, and is at the YMCA. May 2nd will be our first Bike the City. We will be meeting at I'll never remember what the name of that building is, but Central School, IBEW/NECA building. Yes, we will meet the old Central School. Yeah, we'll be meeting there at 6 p.m. And again, this is open to everybody. We do ask that everybody wears a helmet. You sign up on the Auto app, and we are escorted by the police. So that little bit added safety on our bike ride around the city, and that is May 2nd. May 8th is the next pour and paint every second Thursday. So that's May 8th. May 8th is the next pour and paint at 5:30 p.m. at Krieger Memorial Hall. And Shannon was at the last one. She had a very good time and drew the best dragonfly I've ever seen in my life.
That looked like a Japanese fighting fish. It was awesome.
It definitely did. It definitely did. And next, baseball signups are complete. Over. We are accepting no more kids, no exceptions. Signups are done. We have to make a deadline so we can get orders in for uniforms and stuff in and move forward. So signups are complete. We have 21 teams altogether, over 250 kids, 257, I think is the exact number. But yes. So for everything that we have, all signups are on the Auto app. That is THE space OTTO APP, one word, the Auto app. And yeah, it's an app on your phone. Everything's right there. I think a lot of people have been frustrated with it until they get into it and see how simple it is. It's harder to sign up than it is to do anything else on the app. So, yes, the Auto app. Signs will be everywhere around the city very soon. As soon as it stops being windy every day.
All right. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Was that a lot of events?
It's great.
We doing it, guys. We doing it.
Yes. It's awesome.
The Planning Commission liaison report, Mr. Hoffman.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Plan Commission met last month and approved petition P100-25 to rezone 3 tracts of land for a mixed residential community, and petition 901-25-1 for primary plat of a major subdivision, forwarding it on to the Common Council with a favorable recommendation. The end.
The end.
Thank you. I am the Port Authority liaison, and they met last Monday, but they had no business that pertained to us. Mr. Labus, the Zoological Society.
Yeah, the Zoological Society did not meet. Their meeting was canceled. Mr. Stimley did let me know that the Brew at the Zoo tickets are on sale. They usually do sell out, so if you're interested in attending, it's important to buy them early. He also did mention that he's trying to work with the Walker Street group here as well, as we talked about earlier, and they are trying to team up with the Historical Society to possibly do a tour of the zoo and talk about the history of the animals and the history of the buildings. They're looking for possibly in September, but they're going to have to need Park Board approved for that, so he'll get back with me on that when they finalize everything.
Thank you. Attorney's report.
Thank you. No, I have nothing to report.
All right, thank you. Director's report. Tara Miller from the Senior Center.
Tara Miller, Senior Center Director. Hello. Glad to be here tonight. Just want to give you a little bit of information about the Senior Center if you are not familiar with it. It's a 501c3 organization. We have over 1,400 members that belong. It's governed by a board of 12 volunteers that devote their time to make sure that we have effective and relevant programming. They provide lots of advice to me, and they make decisions based on for any of the membership decisions. So, for example, if you are 55 years of age or older, you're eligible to become a member. So a couple of you might possibly be eligible. Membership dues are $15 a year, which is roughly, it comes out to $1.25 a month for your membership. You have access to hundreds of programs. Most of them are free. There are a few that have some nominal fees, but we try to keep things very reasonable. Most seniors are on a fixed income at this point, so we want to make sure that everybody can afford not only to just be a member, but also to participate in the things that they enjoy. Our volunteers not only volunteer at the Senior Center, but they work very hard throughout the community with organizations like Meals on Wheels, the Salvation Army, Franciscan Hospital, LaPorte Hospital, the Exchange Club, the Lions Club. So they put a lot of time in the community itself to make sure that we're also giving back. We also, as a nonprofit, donate to other nonprofits to help out, like Meals on Wheels. This year, their designated donation went to the 7 different food pantries and food banks within Michigan City. So we want to make sure that we are a responsible community citizen as well. In the month of March alone, we had just at the Senior Center 900 hours of volunteer time. So it takes an army to put on all of this different programming. Most of our programs are run by members that are volunteering their time to share the skills that they may have. So they're teaching a Tai Chi class. They've done Tai Chi for 20, 30 years. So we're very fortunate. We have a lot of talent that, like I said, out of 1,400 members, we have a lot of talented people out there that want to share their time and give to others. In the month of March alone, we had over 1,800 members pass through our doors. Some of those are duplicated, of course, but it's still a very busy, active place. Today, we hosted the Easter egg stuffing event for the city. If any of you have ever attended that in Fetters Alley, it's this Saturday. And the children of Michigan City are invited to come. It's free. We stuffed over 20,000 eggs today, and we did it in record time. I think we were done in less than an hour flat. And there are others that come to stuff, but a lot of the people that are there today were Senior Center members. We're gearing up for our trivia challenge. That's next week. It is open to the public, so if you're feeling especially knowledgeable about random trivial facts and you'd like to put a team together, it's $10 per person. You can just, yes, sir?
Is this trivia dated?
April 24th.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Are they old questions?
Well, since I do all the research, I will tell you that it is all over the spectrum.
Eclectic. Okay.
It's not specific to an age group. So yes, I encourage you to put a team together. It's $10 a person. All the funds go towards programming at the Senior Center. So it's a nice little event that we like to throw in. We have 16 teams signed up. So we've got a good amount of people planning to come.
What time is it at?
The doors open at 5:00 and the questions start at 6. And you can have up to 10 people on your team, by the way. On Tuesday, May 13th, we're doing a give back night at Hacienda. And I do have conveniently, shamelessly, coupons. If you're interested, I'll leave them here. Also, for the general public. I think Shannon I sent an email out to the park department so that they could have the coupons as well. So if you need them and you're here, I'm sure they can give you one. Or if you want, stop by the Senior Center. We'll have some there.
Or you could put it on the Auto app.
You could also put it on the Auto app.
THE.
Yeah, space.
Space, OTTOAPP, all one word.
All one word.
I'm paying attention. In May, we will honor the volunteers that do donate their time. We do a volunteer luncheon every year. If you earn at least 24 hours, you are entitled to come for free. It's catered, and it's a lovely event. So I'm hoping that the mayor and Shannon and Will be able to join us this year. Yay. It's always a challenge to provide new and exciting programming to such a diverse group of people. My youngest seniors are 55, and my elderly seniors are well into their 90s and still very active. But as you can imagine, they come from different generations. So they like different music, they like different programming. We have to find something for all of the age groups. So we try to make sure that the programs that we do offer are relevant and can fit a large number of diverse people that want different kinds of things. So if you've never been to the Senior Center, I encourage you to stop down, come see a random day, what we do there, and how many people really do take advantage of it, because it's a wonderful place, and a lot of these people would not have the social network that they do have if it weren't for us. So, any questions? No? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Department Finances. Mrs. Sperling, City Claims.
That's me. Okay, the city claims docket for April 16th, 2025. Municipal expenses, $87,114.57. Golf petty cash, $317.75. Total claims, $87,432.32. I move that we pay our people.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Payroll number 7 for 2025, that's March 16th to March 29th. Pay date on April 4th. The total payroll is $81,561.40, and I move that we pay these people as well.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, under gifts and donations, the first one is from unknown, zoo donation miscellaneous for $3. The second one is Wix.com, zoo donation online, $922.53. Central States Manufacturing, donation YBL team sponsorship, $400. GAF, the donation to the YBL team sponsorship, $400. JMB West have a donation to the Youth Baseball League team sponsorship for $400. JMB West also did a donation for a party at the Plaza sponsor for $400. And Jimmy John's did a donation to the Youth Baseball League team sponsorship for $400.
I do have a correction.
Oh, okay.
JB West, their donation to Party at the Plaza was $500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, all of these people. Minor transfers, none. Zoo endowment invoices totaling $1,222 were paid to Lowe's for repairs to the avian and barnyard fence.
I think we need two
do I
separate
need to?
motions, yeah.
Oh, I'm
We need to
sorry.
accept the gifts and
Jeez, I
donations.
think it was my first day. I move that we accept the wonderful gifts and donations from these generous people.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Minor transfers, none. The zoo endowment invoices totaling $1,222 were paid to Lowe's for repairs to the avian and barnyard fence. I move that we accept this expense invoice.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Board of Works, nothing, and credit card charges, nothing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for the correction.
Are there any comments from the public? Are there any comments from board members?
Can I make a motion to adjourn?
Yes, you may.
Oh, okay. Adjourned at 5:59.